Hello, Princess on a Pillow here. I am here to do a review slash recap with my opinion on Married at First Sight, Season 16, Episode 15. The title is Whiskey Anono. I don't know what the hell that means. Well, let's get started with Jasmine and Airris. Jasmine sits down with Davon Franklin to talk. I don't think I'm a fan of him. I think he was married to an actress, then he divorced her. Anyway, she's gonna talk with Davon Franklin. I think Jasmine has a crush on Davon Franklin. She lit up when she was talking to him. She tells him that she brushes things under the rug. And he is so insightful. He tells her that whatever you brush under the rug goes nowhere. Really? Okay, if you say so. She tells him that she thinks her and Airris are compatible and that they can make it work, but Airris doesn't feel that they are compatible. He should have asked her, in what way are you compatible with Airris? That's what he should have asked her, but he didn't ask her that. Because I think Beauty Queen Jasmine is delusional. Anyway, he tells her to have the courage to tell this crazy foolishness to Airris. Tell Airris that she thinks that they're compatible and they can make it work. That's what he wants her to tell Airris. Jasmine said that when they were talking, she couldn't go deep with Airris because she didn't have trauma in her life like Airris does. That's not what she said last time. She said she didn't go deep with Airris because she thought Airris was just asking her questions just to be there, just to be asking her questions. He wasn't really invested in the questions. He really didn't want to know the answers to the question. Now she's saying the reason she didn't go deep was because she don't have traumatic things to tell him. You told two different stories, Jazz. So then she tells Davon how she was bullied for 3 years and she had low self-esteem and she was in a deep, dark place. She just said she didn't have anything traumatic happen to her. And then she admits to not telling this to Airris. So then Davon basically called her a liar. He said, I thought you said you didn't have anything traumatic. That's traumatic. Then Jasmine tells him that she does not want to communicate with Airris because she is afraid that if she tells him, I think she says if she tells him too much, he'll end the marriage or some nonsense. Then she goes tippy-toeing around Airris just like Nicole tippy-toes around Chris. Why are you tiptoeing around these men? Come on, tell them what's on your mind. They're grown. So Davon told her not to worry about what Airris says. Just have the confidence to talk to him. So next, Davon talks with Airris, and Davon asks Airris, what does he find appealing about Jasmine? Airris said Jasmine has a passion for cheerleading and for dog breeding. That's what he likes about Jasmine. He also said that she has a calming presence. Davon told Airris that appealing means attractive because he had asked Davon had asked Airris, what does he find appealing about Jasmine? So then Davon tells Airris that appealing means attractive. And I asked Alexis, and she said that's what she said. And Davon asks him if he wants to become more attractive to Jasmine. Davon is trying to trick Airris into finding Jasmine attractive. That's what he's trying to do. But Airris is not having it. Airris says if someone is tall, they're tall. If someone is short, they're short. They can't change that. So basically what he's saying is, I am not attracted to her. So Davon asks Airris if he is putting in the same effort in his marriage as he does with his job. And Airris says no. And Davon said, why? Airris said, because if I don't put the effort in my job, I'll get fired and I can't feed myself. I can't pay my bills. He said, if this marriage thing don't work, I'm going to be fine. I'm just going about my business and do what I was doing before, and I'll be fine. Davon said to Airris, so you just want to live fine? And Airris told Davon that he wants a wife and a kid. And Davon said, but you are not putting in the effort to have a wife and a kid. And Airris said he needs Jasmine to open up a little more in order for him to be attracted to her. If she tells you more about herself, you're going to be attracted to her? I don't think so. Then Airris brings up the questions about in the bowl again. For the 100th time, he's bringing up the questions that he had to ask her from the fishbowl. Devon tells him to stop judging Jasmine and to ask her more questions. Aris told Devon that they don't even hug and kiss anymore, because after he told her that he wasn't attracted to her anymore, she stopped hugging and kissing him. Of course, if you tell me you're not attracted to me, am I going to force myself on you and try to hug and kiss you? Absolutely not. So Devon basically told Aris to take the initiative and he should hug and kiss her. And he should also tell her how committed he is to her. But this daggone Devon character, he uses skill and manipulation to get out what he wants to get out of these people. I'm a little impressed by it. I'm a little impressed. Next up, Nicole and Chris. So crazy ass Nicole tells Chris that when she says she needs time alone, he should not let her have time alone. Is that crazy or what? Somebody tell me, is that crazy? Because I think it's crazy. Chris tells her that this is confusing. You're confusing me. What are you talking about? And for once, I agree with Chris. You know what? Nicole has too much baggage. And Chris should dump her. She has too much baggage. And the expert, they should have seen this. They should have seen this in Nicole. And they should not have let her on this show. Nicole tells Chris that she needs reassurance. And if he is not willing to give her reassurance, there's the door. What? Where's all this coming from? So Chris tells her that he is there for the long haul. But I think Chris is only staying with her because she's taking care of his dogs. That's what. Next up, Kirsten and Shaquille. So we see Kirsten's fake working out. She got full hair, full makeup, and she's working out. No sweat. And she calls herself working out. Come on, Kirsten. I don't think she have a clue of what she's doing. She was lifting weights. And when you lift weights, you're supposed to tuck your elbow into your sides and lift the weights. You got to tuck your elbows in and lift your... She was just lifting all like this. She didn't know what the hell she was doing. She probably never seen a gym before. Does she even know what a gym is? Please. She probably saw the gym and said, what is that? Let me go in there and see what that is. Kirsten never been to a gym before. Come on now. So, while she's fake working out, Shaquille's mother calls her. And Shaquille's mother is pissed because apparently Shaquille, when he told his mother that Kirsten did not go with him to the daggone trip that she said she would go on with him, and he is pissed, and the mother is pissed too. So Kirsten is like, "Hi, how are you?" And she's talking about, "Oh, I want to talk to I want to be able to communicate better with Shaquille when he's stressed." And the mother said, "You need to support him. You didn't go with him on this trip. You're not supporting him. You need to support him." And she was pissed. And then Kirsten told her mother that she already apologized to Shaquille for not going with him on the trip. And then Shaquille's mother basically told Kirsten that Shaquille told her that Kirsten has not been supportive of him at all. Next, Gina and Clint. So Clint cooks food for Gina and himself. I wonder if Clint liked black women. Okay, I'm just kidding. I mean, he is funny. And he does cook. And he has personality. Anyway, Gina said she stopped cooking because she was wasting money cooking for only one person. What? That don't make any sense. Say like you cook a pot of chili and it's only you. You put the chili in, what do you call it? Tupperware. Put some chili in Tupperware and put it in the fridge. Or you can even freeze some. And you'll have chili for a week. Or even longer. What did she talk about cooking for one person was, she was wasting money cooking for one person. She don't even, you know what? Gina don't know nothing about how to do hair. That's all Gina knows. She don't know nothing else. So next scene, all the couples go country line dancing. So before they go dancing, they sit down and have drinks and they're talking. And Big Mouth Nicole said that when the girls hung out together, there was something that was said that wasn't said in front of the guys. So Jasmine, she fesses up and she said that she broke down in front of the girls. And Big Mouth Nicole said that she was upset because Jasmine was upset. And she said, she tells Jasmine and Aris that they both need to communicate with each other. So now we have 5 experts on this show. We have Pastor Cal, we have Dr. Pepper, we have Dr. Pia, we have Dr. Franklin, and we have Dr. Nicole. Anyway, so everybody then go around the table talking about how they know people who didn't communicate and held things in. And Shaquille said he was like that, but he went to therapy for it. And then Nicole told him that he needs to let Kirsten help him through that. But Kirsten is still upset because the mother cussed her out. So she just kindly said, she mumbles, sure, okay. And everybody's looking at her like, you bitch. They're all just staring at her like, you bitch. And Shaquille gets upset and walks off. So then Kirsten gets up and she follows him. And when Kirsten catches up with Shaquille, he's standing in the dark with his arms folded like this. I don't talk to people with their arms folded. Who's going to talk to somebody with their arm folded like this? Not me. I don't like that type of body language. I would not talk to somebody with their arms folded like that. He tells her that he is mad that she did not respond to Nicole's comment. She did respond. She mumbled, yeah, or okay, or sure, or something. She mumbled it, but she said something. He basically told her that another wife cared more about him than she does. And Kirsten is coming up with some lame excuses. Kirsten said she didn't get a chance to speak. You did. Everyone was sitting there staring at you. You didn't say shit. You said, yeah, okay, whatever. Okay. Kirsten said, when you were talking, I had my hand on your leg and then I was rubbing your back. But Shaquille is still whining. Then he told the camera that when he went to Memphis, he found out that he wasn't going to graduate. So he's pissed. He's pissed that what's her face? Kirsten didn't go with him on his trip, and he's pissed that he's not graduating. So he's just pissed. He's in a pissy mood. Shaquille has to realize that he has a selfish wife. She wants a house. She wants fancy cars. She doesn't want to work. She doesn't want to go with you on your work trip. She's a selfish wife. Anyway, Kirsten apologized for not being there for him and told him the next time to tell her that he wants her to be there. And Shaquille said, I told you I wanted you to be there. I made hotels accommodations and you said you were coming on Friday. So Kristen is standing there. She is busted. She's standing with egg on her face. She has nothing to say. And I guess she thought Shaquille had forgotten. I don't know. Maybe she thought he had amnesia or something. So she's standing there looking all crazy with egg all over her face. Anyway, and then she told him, she said, she wanted him to be happy. And then she asked him for a hug. Then they hug and they give it a little kiss. But Shaquille just needs to realize that he has a selfish wife. I think Kirsten thinks that she's the beauty queen out of the whole bunch. She thinks she's the beauty queen. So then they go back to the table and Kirsten still lies. She tells the group that they had a miscommunication. Then the group start talking about sex and Kirsten lied again. She said her and Shaquille are between second and third base. They haven't made it to home run yet. Then Shaquille is tired of her lies. He said, yeah, we consummated our marriage. Then everybody's whooping and hollering and happy and yelling and screaming. I don't know why they're celebrating the fact that these two had sex. I guess every time somebody has sex, an angel gets her wings. I don't know what the hell they're celebrating. Yeah, and then cheersing and drinking and high-fiving. You know what? My goodness. All right, so next day, I'll go do the line dancing. And they look good. They're having fun. They're having a good time. After the line dancing, everybody pair up to dance with their spouse, except for Eris. Eris is dancing with the instructor. Jasmine is standing over there watching, and she finally gets pissed, and she walks out. Eris follows behind her, and he looked like a man with a tail between his legs. He is apologizing, and he says the instructor was showing him how to dance because he's the worst dancer there. No, my baby Clint was the worst dancer there. Thank you. So Eris and Kirsten, I think they went to the same school for lies. He said she was just showing me how to dance because I was the worst dancer there. So we see them get into the car and they leave. Next thing we see a clip of them entering their apartment. And the next clip we see Eris sleeping on the couch. So next scene, Dr. Pepper, DP, comes over. Is Dr. Pepper a little person? I think she is. She's so short. And she wears heels. I think she may be a little person. Anyway, Jasmine tells DP, Dr. Pepper, about Eris dancing with the instructor at the line dancing. And Jasmine basically tells Dr. Pepper that she is pissed. And Eris said that at first he felt bad for what happened. But then he said he thought about it and he thought, you know what, Jasmine blew this out of proportion. You know, so that he didn't feel bad after all. Dr. Pepper told him, look, she's tired of them. She said, look, do you want to stay in this marriage or what? Because I'm tired of y'all, you know. What do y'all want to do? And then they both say, yeah, we want to stay. We want to stay in marriage. Jasmine told Dr. Pepper that she wants to feel more like a wife. She said if she don't text Aries, then she won't hear from him throughout the day. So DP told her, DP is through with them. DP said, look, Aries, set your alarm or set your clock for 2 o'clock to text Jasmine at 2 o'clock every day. And that's some bull. Somebody has to tell my husband to text me, to set his alarm so he can remember to text me, to talk to me. I want my man to text me because he's thinking about me, not because the alarm said, okay, it's time to text her. Okay, so DP asks Aries, what does he do when he walks through the door? He said, what's up? Oh, DP tells him to give her a peck on the cheek, give her a hug. And it's a damn shame that somebody has to tell you to give your wife a kiss on the cheek, give her a hug, and to text her. Next up, Kirsten and Nicole. Kirsten and Nicole, they go lingerie shopping. And Nicole talks about her insecurities again. And Kirsten goes into the dressing room. Why would Kirsten go into the dressing room with her? She's changing into lingerie, and Kirsten goes into the dressing room with her. Oh, no, I wouldn't do that. And then the lingerie that she had on, it looked plain and simple. It didn't look sexy. It didn't look enticing. It was just some plain old simple lingerie. And then this daggone Kirsten, who hasn't kissed her, who it took her 2 months to kiss her husband, is giving Nicole tips on how to be sexy. That was just a stupid scene. That scene is just for the producers to kill time because they don't have 4 couples instead of 5. 4 boring couples instead of 5 boring couples. Next up, Gina and Clint. Dr. Pepper comes to visit and she tells them that they need to up their game. She's tired of these two too. Gina tells her that they are nothing but friends. And DP asks them if they have friends that they love, and they both said yes. It kills me how they are trying to force these people to fall in love with each other. Okay, DP asks them what do they want from each other. And Gina says she don't want nothing from Clint. She said she's independent. She have everything she wants. She don't want nothing from Clint. But then she said she wants to hear that she's done a good job. And then Clint said he wants to be surprised. He wants a nice surprise. And then DP suggests that Gina cooks for Clint. And this rude-ass Gina said that's his job. He's the one that does the cleaning, the cooking. I'm like, girl. DP told them to watch Driving Miss Daisy. Then DP told them to hold hands. Then they had to say something nice to each other. Gina told Clint, thank you for taking care of my dog and for cooking for me. And Clint basically said, thank you for trying new things. This couple, their decision day has come and gone. The producers are just keeping them around because they need to fill a slot. They need to fill time. That's all. These two are just done. Next up, Shaquille and Kirsten. Davon comes over and he is not wearing socks. And I know it's the new thing, but I still don't like it. And I know his feet, when he takes his shoes off, his feet are funky. They're stinking. And that's disgusting and unsanitary. Anyway, Devon asks what happened at the line dancing. And of course, Kirsten claims that they had a miscommunication. She will not admit to just not wanting to go. She will not, on that trip, she will not admit to that. Shaquille said, 18 minutes, okay. Shaquille said he does not feel supported by Kirsten. So then Shaquille has to tell Kirsten how he needs her to support him. He said he wants her to see him in his element. He wants her to see him while he works. Whatever. And Kirsten, gangster Kirsten, she told Shaquille that she did support him. She had to be late for the honeymoon to go with him so he could present his paper at, what was it, Jackson, Mississippi or someplace like that. So she did support him then. So then Shaquille starts whining again, saying that that was only when they first met, and he needs more support. And Devon cut him off right then and there and said, wait a minute, stop diminishing Kirsten's support. He said to tell Kirsten thank you and stop criticizing how she supports you. And then Kirsten, she gets on her soapbox and she says, I am a very supportive person. I support my mama, my papa, my sister, my brother, my cousin, my auntie, my grandma. She went down the line, told everybody, talking about all the people she done supported. Then Devon asked Shaquille, do you believe her? And he's like, yeah. Yeah, I believe her. And Devon said some other stuff. But at the end, Shaquille seemed appeased. So that was the end of that. Next up, Nicole and Chris. PC, Pastor Cal, goes to talk with them. They want to please him so much, so they're telling him how everything is great, wonderful, hunky-dory, and everything else. So then insecure Nicole tells PC that even though she's happy and everything is great, Chris did not choose her. They choose Chris. They choose her for Chris. Chris didn't say, pick her out of the bunch and say, I want to marry her. If that's the case, Nicole, then why the hell did you come on the show? Why the hell are you on the show? Did you come on the show? They choose a man for you. Married at first sight. You never met him before. Why you come on the show then? If you didn't want somebody, you know what? So PC told her to stop. He says stop. He says, in all actuality, you guys choose each other unseen. Chris tells PC that even though he tells Nicole not to worry, she still worries. He said she is great, she takes care of my dogs, and she has my back. That's all you want from a wife? To take care of your dogs and have your back? Now, she's nice, she's sweet, she's kind, she's giving, she's caring, she's loving, none of that. She takes care of my dogs and she has my back. Whew. So PC told Nicole that she self-sabotage. And she agrees. But you know what? I am sick of these two. I'm so tired of them. At the end, they end up telling each other that they love each other. It's a lie. I don't believe it. Chris does not love Nicole. He looks at her like she's batshit crazy. And I'm not the only one that sees that. I know I'm not the only one that sees that. Anyway, this is the end of my review. Princess on a Pillow here. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.